Hi, it's me! After a million years, I am back with a vlog, and I'm not going to say that I'm going to get better at filming, I'm not going to say how much I miss filming, I'm not going to say any of that, because I always say it and then I always disappear again, and you know, it is what it is. I don't want to make like too chatty of a vlog where I just make excuses and just ramble about why I haven't been around and why my life sucks because I'm the only person in the world who deals with hardships and all of that stuff. So I'm just going to kind of give a basic rundown, I guess. So the last you heard from me, I was working on a story called Possibly Maybe about Star and Rossi and their romance, and it was fun. I loved writing it. I had a really good time writing that story, and when I was done I was super excited and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to share this with people, and I loved it and it was great. And then I kind of took a little break and then I read over it again and I fucking hate it. It is bad. It's salvageable, but it's bad, and I don't feel like salvaging it right now, so I'm not working on it right now. It is simmering away on a back burner, and I will return to it when I feel like it, when I have the energy to do it. So what am I working on now? I randomly listened to the playlist that I had made for Heartlines last year. I made the playlist in October because I was writing Heartlines for NaNo, and I don't know how much of y'all remember, and if you're new here, you don't know anything about Heartlines. Also, as an aside, if you're new here, hi, welcome to my channel. I am an independent author, self-published a young adult trilogy, and I'm struggling to write more after that. But yeah, so for November I wrote Heartlines, the story of Paz, the poor werewolf, and Serena, the rich human. And I loved it. I didn't finish it in November. I think I finished it actually around February, and I was just excited to finish it because I typically don't finish stories, but I finished it and I knew the ending sucked and that I would have to work on it, and I just kind of was like, alright, I'll come back to it, and then I never went back to it. But I have been thinking about it since February, and it isn't just the ending I want to change, it is kind of the whole thing. I don't want to write about characters in high school. I did that with The Gargoyles of Craven, and it just wasn't, it was like all this extra work, and at the end of the day, the school stuff didn't even matter, but I had to factor it in because my main character, Shyla, she was school age, so I had to factor in a schedule where she could go to school and then experience these weird magic things, and then go back to school, and then she had teachers and friends, and it was just too much, and it didn't do anything for the story, so I've decided I don't want to write about high school anymore. It's still going to be a young adult, though I have aged up the characters. Serena is now 19, and Paz is now 18. Paz has just graduated from high school. It is like the fall after Paz graduated from high school. Serena has been graduated a year. She's just freaking out about college stuff, and that is where they are. And now this story is going to be told strictly from Serena's point of view. It was a dual point of view before, but I think the story will work 10 times better just from Serena's point of view, and in the future I can do like a Paz point of view story or something. So that's kind of what I've been planning, and I've kind of completely changed and reworked the plot. I've kept obviously the same elements and the things that I liked about the first one, but I am reworking it and reweaving it and just trying to make it something that feels more cohesive and doesn't feel so juvenile. And that's what you missed on Glee. I couldn't resist. So yeah, without getting into obviously personal things, I had a little bit of a genre crisis and a writing crisis, and I wasn't writing and I wanted to write, and it was just really difficult for me. I haven't actually been writing, but I started writing a synopsis for this new Heartlines, and I finished it yesterday while I was at work. I used the Save the Cat beats, not so much, you know, I wasn't making sure I had something for every beat. I was just using it as kind of a guideline so I knew what part of the story I should be at, and so I could brainstorm what I wanted to happen. So using that, this rough first draft synopsis is 11 pages and 4,524 words. So technically I was kind of writing, but not really. And so now I'm working on the second draft and fleshing it out more, and it's not like a zero draft or anything. I'm not putting like dialogue or anything unless it's something I really want to remember. I'll put it in parentheses and quotes, obviously, so that I remember I wanted this character to say this exactly. And you know, it might change in the future, but at least I'll have it just in case. So now I am just kind of working my way through the rough draft of the first draft of the synopsis and making the second draft. And like I said, just putting some meat on these bones. I am only 4 pages in for now, but that's what I'm going to do today. My boyfriend, sorry, let me start over. It is Saturday, 8:47 a.m. I have been up since 4:30, couldn't sleep, and I've kind of just I worked in my bullet journal, I watched some Shadow and Bone on Netflix. I only watched the first 2 episodes. I tried to read it, but I actually tried to listen to it, and the audiobook narrator was good, just I didn't vibe with that narration, so I haven't been able to actually read or listen to it yet. But the first 2 episodes were pretty good, and I'm enjoying it, so I'll probably watch more later. But my boyfriend, he's helping a friend with a job, and he left about an hour ago. I'm not sure when he'll be back, probably around 11 a.m. And then we have to go to a tire place because I'm having an issue with my front tire. It's just flat every morning, and I have to fill it up with a compressor, and it's not fun, so we're gonna go take it to a tire place today and try and get that fixed, because they're kind of new tires. I've had them like a year, but yeah, so I do have plans today, but from now until whenever my boyfriend gets home, I'm just gonna work on the synopsis, and I figured I would film it. And yeah, so I have tea. I wish it was coffee. I can't drink coffee anymore. I have just given it up, unfortunately. And I'm still looking for a tea that brings me as much comfort and enjoyment as coffee did, and I have yet to find one, but it is what it is. So yeah, I have my tea, have my water, and I'm a little hungry, so I might stop in 20 minutes or so and have like some cereal or something. But for now, I'm just going to get writing. I've been using my iPad to, like, it's cool to, I might not have, you know, a dual monitor, but I can pull up the first draft of the synopsis on here. It has a little stand, and set it up next to my laptop, like so, and just, you know, go through, and yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and let's get this party started. Okay, so it is 9:30. I obviously was working. God, I have this ingrown hair on my face. That angle is not working. I tried to cover it up with some makeup, but it's bad. But yeah, so I have been working pretty consistently through almost an hour. I have just gotten to page 7 in this outline, excuse me, synopsis, and so I wrote about 2.5, almost 3 pages, and I just summarized the midpoint of the novel, and I think this works a lot better. I think in the first draft, by the time I got to the midpoint, I had already revealed Paz being a werewolf, and Serena was okay with it, and the midpoint just didn't really work, I guess. This one, the midpoint is the big reveal, basically. I'm just trying not to put too much into the story, because that is always my biggest problem, is that I like so many elements and so many tropes, I guess, and so when I am making a story, I try to just throw everything that I love in there, you know? That does not make for a good story, and I really need to learn as a writer to reel it in a little bit and to not just throw everything at the wall and make it all stick. Like, I gotta throw things at the wall and see what naturally sticks, what feels organic to the story I want to tell. So I think I've done that a little bit more with this story. And yeah, sorry, I was checking on my cat. She likes to get into things, but now she's being cute, so I hope she doesn't move. Well, she was being cute, now she's just cleaning herself. And I think the zoom on my camera is broken. Oh, there we go. Oh, why didn't y'all tell me I had some skin on my lip? Okay, so my zoom isn't broken, it just didn't want to work while I was filming Khaleesi. So yeah, it's 9:30. I'm gonna go get some cereal, and I'm going to take kind of a little break. I'm not gonna watch another episode of Shadow and Bone, because it's like an hour long, and I don't have time for that. I'm probably gonna watch like a 10-minute YouTube video or something, and then I'm gonna get back to working on the synopsis. And unfortunately, I had to cover up my kitties on my desk mat because my wrists were hurting, so that's fun. Getting old is fun. You know, getting old having spent half of your life writing, more than half of your life writing. Yeah, it's real fun. So yeah, just got some Fruity Pebbles, which are my favorite cereal. If ever you need random trivia about me, Fruity Pebbles. And I'm gonna watch a YouTube video, and yeah, then we'll see what's poppin'. So it is 10:42, it is almost 11. I have not heard from my boyfriend, but he could just walk in at any minute, so I don't know. I just finished kind of summarizing the All Is Lost beat, if we're going by the beat sheet, just to give an idea of where I am in the story-wise. I'm not quite at Act 3, but I'm close. And like I said, I am just very happy with this updated story that I came up with. I have made it to page 10 in this synopsis. I'm like a paragraph onto page 10, so 5.5 to 6 pages written today of the synopsis. Like I'm hesitant to say, you know, this many words, this many pages, because it's not like writing, because it's just me summarizing in a synopsis. But like I said, I'm already on 10 pages. And my word count is 4,397. So just let me check the first draft right now. Like I said, that was 11 pages, and that was 4,524. So I am almost where I am in the first draft, word count wise, but I am still quite a few beats away from the end. So I think I'm doing a good job of fleshing this out, and I think when I'm done, I'm going to convert it into a PDF, send it to my iPad, and then like use my Apple Pencil to mark it up and kind of determine, you know, this can be chapter 1, this can be chapter 2, you know, so on and so forth. So that will be my plan when I finish this draft, possibly. And I'm going to keep writing until my boyfriend gets home. I'm just not going to film anymore. Sorry, I've been going crazy on my lips lately. Yeah, so I'm going to stop filming for now. I'm going to get all this footage uploaded and edit it and condense it, and maybe I will film more tomorrow, or I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be just a one-day writing vlog or like a weekend writing vlog. I'm not sure yet, so whatever the case, I will film a closer if this is, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just going to stop filming for today, and I will see you in a few minutes with whatever I decide. Okay, so it's Sunday and I don't really have a lot of time to write. It is 11:20 a.m. but I'm going to be stopping at 12, so I'm just going to do a little bit of writing and then end this vlog. So we are still on page 10. Actually, we are exactly where I left off, with just being a paragraph into page 10. But that's good, I don't have to catch up on anything. So I'm here. We went to feed the ducks this morning, but the ducks weren't there. I think it's getting a little too chilly for them in the mornings, so that's sad. And as you can see, my ingrown hair is very red and very angry because I can't stop messing with it, and it itches, and I scratch it, and it irritates it, so you're just gonna have to deal with that, most embarrassingly enough for me. And we have a visitor. She literally was laying there until I turned the camera to her, and then she whined and left. This is like an old robe of mine that she just loves, and she likes to sleep on it, so it's hers now. Okay, so it is 11:53 and I'm about to stop writing for the day. I just made it to page 13. So, not bad, considering the short amount of time that I allowed myself. I don't know, I don't typically count by pages, because it's such a differing kind of variable, because you can have like one sentence, one page, and it doesn't feel right to count that as a whole page, so I don't know. But I went from one paragraph on page 10 to having one paragraph on page 13, so yeah, 13 pages in total so far, with 5,804 words in this synopsis, and I am in the finale beat, going by the beat sheet, because I did, like I mentioned, use that as a guideline, but I still have a lot of stuff that happens in that beat. It is probably my biggest beat, I don't know, like, sorry, I just wrote it as a wall of text and then there's the final image, but, so I still have quite a bit in this beat. I really thought I would finish this weekend, and I didn't, but I did yesterday go and get my tire fixed, and I'm gonna make nachos today for football, and it's been a good weekend for, you know, what it is. So I'm not gonna focus on what I didn't do and focus on all that I did do. Okay, so it's Monday morning, 4:04 a.m. I figured I'm actually just gonna carry this vlog until I finish this synopsis, so I won't be able to film at work, obviously, but I can film when I get home and say, hey, I finished it, or hey, I didn't finish it, let's finish it now. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I just showered and got dressed, ready for work. Let's get writing on this synopsis. I know I'm gonna finish it today, and then I'm gonna do a read through before I convert it to a PDF to put on my iPad, so I'm gonna jump in. Okay, so I finished summarizing the finale, and now all I have left is the final image. I'm gonna keep working on that, but I'm not gonna film anymore. So I just wanted to give a quick little update. I'm on page 14, and I'm currently at 6,343 words. And yeah, I know for a fact I'm finishing this synopsis today. So I will film when I get home from work or something, sometime today, to film the final update and to close this video out. And I'm really excited. I really like this synopsis. I really like that I went this route and, you know, doing the synopsis before the story, because now I can kind of see it as a full cohesive story, and that's exciting. So yeah, I'm going to stop filming for now and go to work. Stupid, awful, dreadful work. Okay, so I'm home from work. It is the same day. I just am doing laundry, and that was a work shirt, so I had to wash my work shirt. I'm wearing my John Carpenter's The Thing shirt. It's too big, so I don't really wear it to work. But yeah, so I finished my second draft of the synopsis, like I knew I would. You know, there was no doubt when all I had left was the final image, so. But I finished it at about 11 a.m. this morning at work, and I just figured I would tell you kind of how it's different from the first one, besides the fact that it's better. So the first one was 4,524 words, and like I said, it was 11 pages, and this second draft is 6,947, and that came to 15 pages, and it's infinitely better, just more fleshed out, and I feel like I had a deeper understanding of the story itself while I was doing it, and I'm super excited. I still have like some stuff, like I wrote maybe this happens, basically, and I always do that. I'll put in parentheses, maybe blah blah blah, you know, and then it turns out I always use these maybes, so I don't know why I write maybe, but that's just how I do it. And the only thing now that I'm going to do is I'm going to convert it into a PDF so that I can then open it in Notability, which is an Apple app, and use my pencil so that I can kind of just organize and decide what's going in what chapter, and you know, if I think of any additions, like as an aside, I can write those kind of in the margin. And then when that is done, I will then go through and do like a final draft of this synopsis that is organized by chapters, so I have a complete chapter by chapter breakdown, but I'm going to keep it vague enough that I can still feel like I'm being creative when I write it, because I have over outlined before and it does kill the fun sometimes, so I'm making sure to not do too much with the outline, with the synopsis and then with the future outline. I'm not going to do too much, I'm just going to let it flow, so to speak. So yeah, I know that was kind of just a quick little update, but I'm trying to get better at filming, and if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. So yeah, I'm gonna stop filming. This was my synopsis vlog, and I'm sorry I've been away for so long. I'm not gonna make any lofty promises like I always do. I'm just gonna say I will be here when I'm here, and I miss you guys when I'm gone, and hopefully my flakiness does not annoy you too much. So if you're here, thank you for being here, and yeah, all that normal stuff like comment and subscribe down below. Let me know how you're doing, what you've been working on since I've been gone, you know, all that fun stuff. And it's always so awkward when the AC turns off, like, and then it's like dead silent in here. But yeah, let me know down below how you've been and what you've been working on, and you know, what's new in your life. I will see you in my next video. No promises when that will be. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I really do love y'all. So yeah, bye.